All right, so spent some time looking at the floor plan. I have not shown it to my client yet. And if you've heard some of their previous videos, you remember I said, well, one of the things as a speculative design, meaning that there's not necessarily a actual buyer, you're trying to design for a profile of a buyer. And one of the things to remember is that uh, the desire is to make sure that you don't give the buyer a reason to say no, or the potential buyer. So let's say you're going in to look at this house. You go, oh, I love the great room. I love the 3-car garage. It's big. It's got a man door. The office is really big. Oh, the kitchen is wonderful. Like the breakfast nook, it's got a butler pantry and a walk-in pantry. Oh, God, I love it. Everything's great. I like the location. I like the price. And then you go, wait a sec. There's no family room. Or where are we going to hang out? And then it becomes a no. We like the house, except it doesn't have a family room. And that's what I was looking at too. As I was saying, it's a 4,000, the goal is to have a 4,000 square foot house, which is a large house by anyone's standards, or just about anyone's standards. And it really needs to have a family room. So I did a screen capture of the floor plan, and I saved this as a version 2. So I know that Revit has the option feature where you can go in and modify things, but this is such a drastic change, and I'm not a big fan of the option version, primarily because I don't understand how to use it properly, not because it's not a great feature. So anyway, let's see. I just paused it for a second. You don't need to hear the chime every time I get an email on AOL. So I just pause it for a second to turn that off. I'll try to turn that off before I do this. But anyway, so now I'm talking about version 2. I actually have a complete model. I've saved this version 1, and then I saved it as version 2. And now we're working on it. I saved it as project 2. Okay, so it's a complete entity in and of itself. There are no option features from Revit on here. Okay, so let's take a look here. First of all, I'm going to come down to the ribbon, and I want to show the crop region. And I can see that if I put that picture in, that I might not be able to see the entirety of it. And when I say picture, I'm going to insert, import an image. I'm looking for capture 2, and let's put it right there. So what I've done is I've said, wait a second, let's I did a screen capture. I put this open this up in a paint program, and then I just sketched in there what layout could possibly be in order to have a family room. So I can still have the breakfast nook. I can still have the kitchen. Might arrange the layout a little bit differently so that it's wide open to the family room. Then I'll put my stairs over here. I thought maybe we could, since we have the main stairs here that go up and down, maybe the down could be outside from the garage, but I don't think that that's necessary. I think I can make it work because remember, I have a really big garage here. I put 19-foot doors and no, an 18-foot door and a 9-foot door. So I can go back to the 8-foot door and the 16-foot door and maybe make that a foot instead of 2 feet. What I'm trying to do is get enough so that I can have a U-shaped stair here. Okay, then I could have a reach-in closet in the back hall, and we might come in here. We'll have our back hall lab, which will not have a window, and we'll have our laundry room, again, no window, which is not the most desirable thing, but based on the building envelope, I think that a person who likes everything about the house, the price, the location, the amenities, and on, possibly would not say, well, there's no window in the laundry room, therefore we're not going to buy it. Okay, so I'm pretty much, I am definitely maxed out on the building envelope, so there's no real place to expand, although I can push down here to make the office bigger, because I was looking at the 20 feet and I could say, well, the laundry room could be 8 feet and then the family or the office would be 12, but actually, I can pull this guy out a little bit, maybe, to get a little bit more space here. So maybe it'll be 14 instead of 12, and I'm just sketching, what the possible sizes are. So I can have a 4-foot hallway and a 3-foot, a 3-foot would be minimum in terms of the width of the powder room, but I still have the powder room, still have the closet. It's a reach in instead of a walk in. We're not going to have a pantry any longer. And I think that giving up a pantry for a family room is not a bad thing. We still have the butler's pantry, and that's I'm liking this much better. So anyway, that's the goal. That's what we're going to work on. So here's my dimension floor plan. I can go back to my just my architectural floor plan and trying to think what to do. Well, let's go with the dimension plan, and we'll just select all instances visible in this view. So even though you can't see the entire view, what Revit means is this view, first floor dimension. So I've selected everything in that view, and I'm just going to delete them because I'm going to make a lot of major changes here. So let's go to the first floor plan and let's insert that image also right here. And this I don't need anymore, so I can delete that. And I can move this over. And the reason I'm doing this is I want to have 2 windows open. Right now I have all of these windows, and I'm going to go up to the quick access toolbar, which I keep at the bottom because it gives me all of this real estate to put quick access icons in there. And I'm just going to say, close the inactive views. Boom. So now I have this, I can see as a family. So I'm going to X out of that, cancel that. I'm going to X out of that because I don't want to save anything to that. I was using that as a demonstration, so we'll say no to that. So now I'm back down to just one simple floor plan, which is the first floor plan, and I'll go to the first floor dimension, and then I'm going to grab this and move my crop region back like that, and then ZE for zoom extents. AutoCAD is zoom, Z enter, E enter for zoom, and then enter the command by hitting the enter key, and then E for extents. But in Revit, it's just ZE. There's no enter. So we just type ZE and we get that. All right, so what I want to do is type WT. So now will have this as a reference. So I know what I was thinking about originally. And as usual, I'm going to try to give a little more real estate to the floor plan than to the actual sketch, because we don't need that. So let's see. I have my washers and dryers. I can delete those, and my countertop and my cabinets. Let's take them all out of there. It's not that difficult. put them back in. And again, don't need this or this or this. And did I put a mirror in there? Nope, didn't put the mirror in yet. So I don't have to worry about that. Don't need this wall. So now what Revit just told me was, hey, if you take that wall out, you've deleted a room. And that's okay. I'm sorry if I knew how to turn that chime off. But, okay, so a lot of cleaning up here. I could use the window, but I'm okay with no, I don't want to delete this wall, but I do want to get rid of this door. And then I'll just pull him back there. I know the door's not going to go here, so I can take that out. And the stairs are not going there, but let's undo that. All right, let's see. My stairs are 7 feet wide. That's good. All right. So I'm just going to grab those stairs and move them over here because I know that they're the right number of stairs. What are we taking out of there? The reference of the highlighted dimension. All right, so whatever dimension was I just put in there, I don't need that anymore. I won't delete it. All right, because this is kind of how the stairs are going to work. And let's put that wall back all the way across. I have that wall there. And then I'll just get it closer first of all. And then remember, I want my stringer to be right there. Okay, so I kind of know I'm going to have to move this wall down to here. Let's grab these stairs and we'll just move them back this way a little bit. All right, and again, I can put my stringer in that. And what should we do here? All right, let's do this first. Instead of being an 18, we're going to make it a 16. All right. And 16. There we go. And then I'm going to make this for now a 1 foot return instead of 3 feet. So I'll click on this door, make that 1. Okay. And then this was a 9 foot door. 8 foot. So it's labeled as a 9 foot door and it's 9 feet wide, but then the 8 foot door is also 9 feet wide. So if I'm going to use any kind of scheduling, I want to make sure that if I have an 8 foot wide door, that it's labeled as an 8 foot door, because somewhere it's going to come up as that. So again, let's make this 1 foot just for now. I think I'll be okay to add some more later. And then let's do the same thing here. We'll make that 1 foot. I'm telling Revit, I'm clicking on the door, so I'm telling Revit, I want you to change this dimension to 1 foot by moving the object that I have highlighted, which is the door. There we go. So I can see that I have additional space here because I'm going to take this wall and move it from the gypsum board down to the stringer. So the stringer, well, no, that's the railing. I have to move it a little bit more. that's the stringer. The other line was the railing. Oh, okay, so we're looking good here, and I can see that I can pull this guy back. So let's do that. Pick the stairs and say move. And I'm going to move from the stringer. I think that's the stringer. We can always look in the section view here just to make sure. I like my sections to look towards the back of the house. So I'm going to flip it and then go to that view. And look at this. You can't tell because my crop region is, there's my stringer and it's right on the inside of the gypsum board, which is where I want it to be. I'm going to close that down because I don't want to have a bunch of open tabs up there. All right, so we know that the stairs work, and let's put in, copy this guy. I have a conflict. You don't need to hear that. Right, and I'm going to copy this guy down just a little bit. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. That's going to keep doing that. I might have to pause it to try to figure out how to stop making that noise. Okay, unjoin the element. And so what's happening here is I have, this is an exterior wall. It's not going to be an exterior wall. This is going to be an interior wall. So I'll pull it back. This is the exterior wall. So let's see, let's put in create similar. And we'll put in our wall across here. We'll use the align tool to line up the gypsum board. Okay, so now I know that my interior dimension here should be 2 feet. So I'll click on this wall. It is a stacked wall, so I have to activate the dimension. And I'll just say 2. Okay, and then let's use this trim extend and see what happens there. That looked good, but it didn't work over here. So let's see if we can just grab this guy and drag him back. Yes, we can. Now let's see if we can clean it up. Yep. All right, and we can clean this guy up too, right? And clean. Still have that bad mouse. All right, there we go. Pull this guy over here. This guy over here. And yeah, it looks like that can be my closet. That's a fairly decent amount of reach-in closet. Okay, this is not going to be an exterior wall, so I'll pull him back down to here. And I still gotta go a bit more. Okay, but this will create similar, very useful tool. And line her up here and here, and then fill it or trim extend. And let's use the align. Look at that. Okay, so I got a little goofiness right there. Let's see what happens if we do this. There we go. Cleaned it up. All right, so I'm going to hit the save and just take a look at what we have so far. Seems to be working. Yeah, sort of how I figured it out, how I thought it might work. So I'll grab this guy and copy. There's really no excuse for not getting a better mouse. Okay, I want that to be 4 feet. So I'm going to click on this. Now, this is not a stacked wall, so the dimension activates itself automatically. And then let's see what we have left here. 3 feet is what I sketched out, but I think it would be better to have more than that. Let's go with 42 inches. It would be better to have more than that. So this is the powder room. And look at what happened here. I drew this as a single stair. This is a double stair. So, meaning a U-shaped stair, so the thickness of the hallway is twice as much. And I could maybe bring the closet up higher and make it a walk-in closet, which would be nice. Okay, I think we'll do that, but let's get everything else laid out first. Now, okay, so if this works as a powder room, no, it's a back hall lab. Create similar. All right, I already like it better. The family room, I'll have to redo the kitchen, but the fan, and let's see, we'll probably pull this guy out too. This is a 2-foot cantilever, so there's no brick on the rear. And hopefully we can get away with that in the municipality, because that's really going into the woodland preservation buffer zone. That 10 feet, but we're saying that that's an overhang there. I know the topography isn't such that we would get a full walkout basement, but for now, let's actually, no, let's not. Let's assume the worst, and let's assume that we can't go all the way across. A subwall of the stacked wall is unjoined from its neighbor because it was pulled too far. All right. Okay, so what I did was I did not cantilever there. It's still 12 feet. It's not a very big family room. But I can, if I leave the door, if I leave this stuff, I can pull this wall down, which means I can pull the stairs down. I could get another, if I could get, I wouldn't, maybe, right. That's fine tuning stuff again. Let's get the laundry room in here first of all. So let's copy this down here. And what did I say? 8 feet. So that'd be 2-foot counter, 4 foot in the middle, and another 2-foot counter. So that would be an okay laundry room. And 8 feet. Okay. What does that leave? 13 feet. Yeah. Let's measure it, because that's not going to the face of the wall, the dimension we saw there. 11'7". What do we have here? Probably 3 feet. Yeah, I'm going to make it 1 foot, which means I'm going to pull this down 2 feet. So I'm going to move this, move this straight down 2 feet. So then I'll only have a 1 foot return there, but now I have a 13-foot office. All right, so this is much better. The second floor will have to change as well, but all of the components are really there. All we need to do now is fine tune it. And so this is a good place to start.